Hey all you rockers out there, this is Timmy Rocks, and welcome to my new channel, Rock Radar, which is all about rock and metal music, the rock stars that created it, and of course, the heavy partying that took place before and after the concerts in hotels, on planes, and on tour buses. Today we're talking about one of the most legendary stories in rock and metal, and a perfect, absolutely perfect example of chasing your passion and living the American dream. I'm talking about the one and only Lars Ulrich, the drummer and co-founder of Metallica. This guy went from a kid in Denmark with basically 2 part-time jobs his entire life to doing something he absolutely loves and becoming one of the richest and most successful musicians on the entire planet. He turned his love for heavy metal into a career that has sold over 125 million albums worldwide. If you've ever felt like your day job has been holding you back from what you really love, welcome to my world. Lars' story is going to fire you up. Stick around! This one's inspiring. Let's dive in. Lars' early life in Denmark. Lars Ulrich was born December 26, 1963 in Denmark. He came from a pretty well-off artistic family. His dad, Torben Ulrich, was a professional tennis player and jazz enthusiast. His grandfather was also a tennis star. So naturally, young Lars was pushed towards tennis. He was actually ranked in the top 10 in Denmark for his age group. But music hit him hard. On February 10th, 1973, Lars' father scored tickets to a Deep Purple concert in Copenhagen. One of his friends canceled at the last minute, so Lars was allowed to tag along. Needless to say, at age 9, he was absolutely blown away from what he witnessed. The very next day, he bought their album Fireball, started air drumming on cardboard boxes, and for 3 years, he begged to have a drum kit. He eventually got one from his grandmother at the age of 12. As a teenager in Denmark, Lars had 2 main jobs, that's it. And that's basically it before music took over. He delivered newspapers, easy job, any kid can do it. And he worked at a local shop selling licorice and Coca-Cola at the tennis club. Nothing. He also did some groundwork at the tennis club as well. There was also talk of a day job pumping gas, but I'm not sure if that was after he moved to sunny Southern California. We're not sure. These weren't full-time careers, just ways for a kid to earn his own money and stay independent. 2 meaningless jobs. He had freedom, but he also had the drive. That work ethic, it would serve him well later. The big move came to America. At the age of 16 in 1980, Lars' family moved from Denmark to Newport Beach, California, all for him to pursue his professional tennis career. He went to high school and he tried out for the tennis team, but he didn't make it. He wasn't one of the top players on his street anymore. That was a turning point. Instead of getting discouraged, Lars leaned into his music. He was absolutely obsessed with a new wave of British heavy metal. Bands like Diamond Head, Iron Maiden, and Motorhead. Legendary. He even flew to England to see shows and made friends with the musicians. Must be nice to have money, huh? Back in LA, he placed a now legendary ad in the Recycler newspaper that read, and I quote, "Drummer looking for other metal musicians to jam with." James Hetfield answered the ad, and the rest, as they say, is history. Metallica was born on October 28, 1981 in Los Angeles, California. Now think about that. A kid from Denmark with limited English at first moves across the ocean on a tennis stream, pivots completely, and builds one of the biggest bands ever in the world. All while the glam metal scene dominated Los Angeles. That's the American dream in action. Opportunity, risk, and relentless hustle. Building the empire and living the dream Metallica started in garages and small clubs, sleeping on floors, eating ramen noodles. But Lars wasn't just the drummer. He also became the band's businessman, spokesman, and driving force. He pushed them to tour relentlessly, fight for creative control, and build a massive fan base. They released Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Injustice for All. Absolute classics, every one of them. Then came the mega moneymaker, the Black Album, which exploded them into superstardom. Over 4 decades later, they're still selling out stadiums, headlining festivals, and grossing hundreds upon hundreds of millions of dollars on tour. Lars went from those 2 meaningless team jobs in Denmark to a net worth estimated around 350 to 400 million, basically 10 times the net worth of more commercially successful rock stars like Nikki Sixx and others from the LA metal glam scene. He owns incredible real estate, has one of the best art collections in the world. He lives on top of a cliff overlooking the San Francisco Bay and lives life on his own terms. He's been knighted in Denmark, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and built a legacy that employs hundreds of people. He literally turned what he loved, banging on the drums and listening to loud, cranking metal music, into his full-time job. And he did it by moving to America, the land of opportunity, and betting on himself. So what can we learn from Lars Ulrich? Firstly, it's okay to pivot. Tennis didn't work out. He didn't force it. He followed his real passion. Second, start small and hustle. 2 part-time jobs as a kid taught him independence. That same drive helped him place that newspaper ad that changed his life and everything forever. Third, the American dream is still alive. Come with nothing but talent and work ethic, take big risks, and build something legendary. Lars Ulrich moved countries, faced rejection, and created a metal empire. If you're watching this and grinding away at a meaningless job you absolutely hate, remember, your job phase does not define you. Use it to fuel your dream. What do you think? Is Lars the ultimate example of living the American dream? Or do you think he's just a sellout? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I've got hundreds more of rock legendary stories, comebacks, and dream chasers coming soon. Thanks for watching. Now go chase what you love. I'll see you in the next one, and remember, Metallica forever! Hey all you rockers out there, this is Timmy Rocks, and welcome to my new YouTube channel called Rock Radar. It's going to be about rock music, rock legends, rock stars, rock antics, rock backstage power trips, everything about rock and heavy metal you'd ever want to know about. So stay tuned. Watch this channel, hit like and subscribe, and there'll be more videos coming your way. Rock on!